Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at some incredible turquoise masks from the Aztecs and talking about them being used either as protection against warfare or if they were actually trophies taken from the enemy after battle. The term for these types of masks is called an ihicatl, which is also the name of the god of wind, rain, and storms in the Aztec culture. And this mask was usually made out of wood or stone, with a design that looked like a jaguar's head, which was considered one of the most powerful animals in their mythology. Because of its strength and ferocity, the jaguar symbolized power, courage, and nobility, making it a fitting representation of the fierce Aztec warriors. These masks often had a distinctive green color, which represented nature and rebirth. This was due to the use of turquoise, a semi-precious gemstone believed to have protective powers, and was highly valued by the Aztecs. The use of the turquoise masks dates back to the post-classic period of Mesoamerican history, which lasted from around 900 AD to the Spanish conquest in the 16th century. The exact purpose of these masks is still debated among historians and archaeologists. One popular theory suggests that they were used as a form of protection against warfare, a way for the wearer to invoke the power of ihicatl to shield them from harm during battle. The other theory suggests that these masks may have been used as a trophy to intimidate and subjugate the conquered people. The Aztecs kept the skulls of their enemies and decorated them with turquoise mosaic to display their dominance over their foes. So it's not far-fetched to think that they would do something similar with a mask. But unfortunately, there are very few of these masks that have survived to modern times, and even fewer with any type of written record to help us decipher their true purpose. So we really don't know which one it was, or maybe they were used for both. It's possible that different tribes or regions within the vast Aztec Empire had different uses for them. One of the main challenges in studying these masks is that the meaning behind them is deeply rooted in Aztec culture and religion, which were unfortunately lost to time due to the destruction of their sacred books by the Spanish conquerors and the tragic death of many of their people who were wiped out by European diseases, without written records to provide insight into their customs and beliefs. Researchers must rely on archaeological evidence and comparisons with other Mesoamerican cultures to piece together their rituals and traditions. Despite this, there are several pieces of evidence that suggest that these masks were indeed used for protection. For example, some of these masks have been found buried with individuals who were likely important members of society, suggesting that they may have been seen as a powerful symbol of the wearer's status and power. The inclusion of the turquoise masks in burials also indicates that they were highly valued objects that were meant to accompany their owners into the afterlife. And this makes sense, since the Aztecs believed that their warriors would become one with the gods after death, especially ihicatl, who was associated with the underworld. In fact, the Eagle Warrior cult of the Aztecs, a group of elite warriors who were believed to embody the spirit of the god ihicatl, was said to wear these types of masks in battle. The elite soldiers wore these masks as a way to identify themselves to their fellow warriors and to instill fear into their enemies. If they were used in battle, they would have been taken off after the fight and then given to a priest to be cleaned and put away until they were needed again. Many scholars believe that this would have been the case for the two masks that we will be looking at today. But I do want to point out that there is a small portion of research that suggests that they could have been used by the elite soldiers to intimidate their enemies. But, considering the warlike nature of the Aztecs and how important their gods were to them, I personally believe that they were used for protection instead of intimidation. Alright, let's take a look at our first mask. It's made out of wood and comes from the Valley of Mexico and has a rectangular shape, which is typical for this type of mask. The eyes are almond-shaped and are inlaid with turquoise stones. The nose is wide and flat, and the mouth is adorned with a line of small teeth. There is also a groove that runs down the center of the mask, which represents the jaguar's whiskers. On top of the head, there is a headband with feathers that were probably added during the Spanish colonial period. The mask has a very striking appearance, with the bright blue turquoise stones standing out against the dark wood. The use of the turquoise would have made the mask very expensive to make, since turquoise was a rare and valuable material that had to be imported from other regions. The headband adds a touch of color and texture to the mask, but it's unclear whether it was originally part of the Aztec design or was added later. Overall, this mask is a great example of the fine craftsmanship of the Aztec people, and it serves as a reminder of their rich cultural heritage. And now for our second mask. Unfortunately, we don't have much information on this one, besides the fact that it is also from the Valley of Mexico. It has a very similar style to the first mask, with a rectangular shape, almond-shaped eyes, and a wide flat nose. But this one has a more prominent chin and forehead. Both of the masks have a similar style to them and are very detailed, showing the skill and precision of whoever carved them. They both represent the fierce and powerful image of the Aztec god, Ixtacatl. I hope you enjoyed learning about these incredible artifacts. If you did, please let me know by giving this video a thumbs up. And while you're at it, why not subscribe so you never miss an exciting episode? Thanks for watching.